Hey, vinyl community, Elliot here, Lazy Dogs Records, and I've got a record review for you. I'm real excited about this record. Sharon Is Karen, or as we say around here, Sharon Is Karen. And the name of the album is Heart of the World. Now, this album is from Louis Golden and friends. It's Louis Golden on guitar and vocals, John Farrow on bass and drums, and then there's several people doing some additional vocals or a guitar here or there. Uh, Most prominently, Joey Callio from Dada, the band Dada, doing some vocals on Rule Number 9. And Louis produced it along with John Farrow, Riley Hill, and Rob uh, Dawker, and Louis mixed it at Fried Egg Audio, except for a couple of songs mixed elsewhere by other members of the band or other people working with him. Louis also mastered it, and it's on Fried Egg Audio is the name of the record label. This is he released it digitally, and he pressed 200 vinyl records. This is 130 out of 200. Let you look at the vinyl real quick. There we go. And on this yellow orange vinyl, very nice. Came in a sleeve. While it looks like it's a paper sleeve, it's actually got the poly lined portion, so don't have to worry about paper shreds on the vinyl or anything. Now, of course, I've cleaned the record first. Always clean my records, new or used, I before I ever spin them, and just spun the record just a moment ago, and for the first time, and I was thoroughly impressed. Really liked this record. I had heard one of the digital version of one of the songs, or maybe two of the songs. As Louis is within the vinyl community, a lot of you probably know Louis Golden. Great guy, wonderful person, and I consider him a friend. And so you can take that with you in your appraisal of my review. He's a friend, good guy, but I really like this album. Uh, what type of album is it, you may ask? Okay, I'm an old boomer, so what I hear and interpret might be different than what you might hear or interpret. But generally speaking, what I would call this would be a power pop album. Uh, it didn't sound like copies of, but it brought to mind bands like the DBs, Let's Active, Nick Lowe, Dave Edmonds. I got a list of a Big Star. Of course, if you want to name people like that, you probably always put Big Star in there. Maybe even a little REM, except not when it comes to the vocals. Uh, on side A, there are 4 songs: "Carpet Burns," "I Hate It Here," "Fork in the Toaster," and Tear It Out. And on side B, or side 2, "Rule Number 9," "Ancient Dread," and "Say Goodbye." I'm assuming Louis wrote the vocals. It may have been a collaboration with others in the band, but I'm not sure. It doesn't say exactly who wrote the vocals or wrote the songs, but I'd call this very lyrically interesting. There's some, you hear little things when you hear it for the first time. Of course, you need to hear it more than one time to pick up things about the lyrics, but that you maybe don't hear the first time. But some interesting things, interesting visual images you get from some of the lyrics in there, and so I thought that was interesting. And there's some nice hooks in there. Uh, Most of the songs have good hooks in it. "Bright as the City When the City's on Fire" is from one of the songs, and "I Get It, I Get It, I Get It." It's Rule Number 9, and there's just a couple of them that popped out to me when I listened to it. Now, Others may call this alt rock or college rock, college radio music, or whatever. It's a rock album. I mean, I guess you say it's a rock album, but to me, it's power pop rock, and the sound is full without being cluttered. You know, we're really just talking about guitar and sometimes a second guitar, bass, and drums. So you're not overwhelmed with a lot of different instruments trying to be packed into the mix. So you've got, you know, those three plus the vocals, and the guitars are good. Nice little solos. You know, no long drawn out solos or anything like that. But the guitar sounds good in there. Electric guitar, a little bit of distortion and a little bit of maybe a little fuzz. Just I'm talking about little teeny bits of it. You know, that add to it. Nothing overwhelming. You know, the you know, bass is there. It's in the mix proportionally correctly. I think drums as well. On one song, I think it's Ancient Dread, I really like the percussion that the drummer's using in there that kind of rides on the top of the sound, you know, rather than just being down low. He's doing a little percussion work. And here's one of the things, you know, a lot of music, the vocals get buried, especially when it's kind of alt. When you put alt in front of it or something, I think oftentimes the vocals get buried. But when you say pop in something, your vocals are up front, and sometimes vocals overwhelm in pop and are definitely buried in some of your more alternative music. This does a good job of neither extreme. The vocals are proportionally correct in the sound, so it's mixed real. And Louis did most of the mixing, I believe. It's mixed very well, so that you get the vocals are an equally important element of the sound. It's not so much that you don't even notice the instrumental part hardly because of the vocals, and it's not, vocals aren't buried, so that all you hear is the guitar, and you can tell somebody's doing a little bit of singing, but you can't really hear what's going on right there. So it's a good proportion there. So that's what I'd say. The sound is not cluttered, but it's full. You get a nice full sound and a nice mix. Yes, you see, I'm rambling here because I jotted down notes as I was listening to it, and I just wanted to see if I could give you an idea of what it sounds like. Excellent album. I'm looking forward to second, third, and fourth listens, and so on and so forth. This will be on my turntable often. I wanted to share this with you. I'll try to put a link to the Bandcamp site for this in the information below the screen, so that you can click on it and go to it. Like I said, the limit of 200 on vinyl. I don't know how many he's sold so far, but maybe you can go there and get it, and maybe he'll press more if there's a demand for more. And you can also digitally download the album there at Bandcamp. So Sharon Is Karen, or Sharon Is Karen. Heart of the World on Fried Egg Audio. And I like the design here too. I don't know who did the design. I remember Louis talking about trying to come up with the design. He may have done this himself, or he may have gotten a friend to it. I'm not sure. Oh, it's 180 gram, if that means anything to you. And you saw that it's a colored vinyl. So there we go. Everybody, check the album out. I think you'll enjoy it. Some really good power pop sound. So everybody remember to please be kind to your neighbors, because folks, we're all neighbors.